All right, guys, I am going to give you a quick recap of how we move our can from our original can file over to our new letter landscape file. Now, we've been over this in class, but in case you need to go over this again over break, in case you lose your file or anything, or just want to refresh how to do it with other files, other complex files like this, here is how we do it. So we have our file here, we have our layers right here, and we want to here's like our backgrounds, take our backgrounds off because we don't need those. And then everything else we are gonna link. So we can just press shift to select these, and then we're gonna link them. So now all of those files are officially linked. Or all of those layers, are all linked. So then we can then drag our cursor over with our selection tool, our move tool, which is one of our very valuable tools. And we don't have to use this tool. This is not the one that we're going to be using. This does create a selection, but for this particular type of selection, we're going to be using our move tool. And that selects all of those layers. Ta-da! And then we could either take our cursor and drag it, or we could copy it. So let's go ahead and take our cursor and drag it into our file. Yay, look at this. We don't have any distortion. Our can has been moved. I'm gonna edit, transform, scale. Press shift to complete the scale, right? Is it shift? Actually, with the update, we don't have to press shift. Shift gets rid of the constraining of proportions. We can just actually scale it directly down. There we go. Ta-da! And there's no squishing, there's no smushing, even without pressing shift, because Photoshop has been updated in that way, all the newer versions. So we can then click done. In an older version of Photoshop, you would need to press shift to keep those proportions constrained as we move our image. As you remember in Illustrator, we still have to press shift if we don't want to stretch out our graphics. Now we can create a folder. I'm going to name this folder can. And then I'm going to select all of these layers again. I'm going to put those layers in the can folder. So now everything is organized and it's in this folder. We can turn our visibility on and off. And if we wanted to warp it or change the size again or anything like that, we certainly can. We can change our background color if we want to. Let's make it that color. That might go well with some of the others that we're going to put on here, maybe. I don't know, just something. Very red. And you can put images behind it and everything just to show you that, see, that is indeed transparent. Now, let's take a look. For example, let's try and move this can without doing that, without linking any of these layers. So none of these layers are linked. So let's see what happens when I try and move this over. It is not gonna be good. Uh-oh, see, we have this right here because these layers were not linked and nothing is working together as it should. We don't have the folders together. We don't have the layers linked together or in order properly, and we don't have that special layer that our art was actually pasted in. We just see it warped around, but we don't see that clipping mask. So I'm gonna delete that one. And with this one, let's show you guys how to do it a different way. So either way really depends on what you want to do. This way that we did it with the linking and the copying and pasting it over here, this gives you more ability to change things. For example, so you could probably go in there and do other things with your can if you would like. I might not have linked the water drops properly because I wanted to show you that we could change that, but I'm not seeing it right now. But for the exercise here is another possibly easier, more simple way to do it with less layers. We are going to go into our file and we're going to go to File, Export As, and then we're going to export this file as a PNG. We're going to export it as a ping, and pings are really awesome because they contain transparency. So when we see all these little gray and white squares, those are showing that this background is transparent. It's not a gray and white background. This is transparent, and that is indicating that to us, that there is nothing behind there, no background color, no anything. So right here, we are going to save it at as high of a size that we can. This is 1 times the size. It's going to be the original size. You could even make it larger for higher resolution. And pings used to be a lower resolution image. It was something that you couldn't really use for high resolution images, but now it actually can even be higher resolution than a JPEG. So here we go. All you have to do is then click export. And then you have to tell it where you want it to go. So I'm gonna put it here in this folder. We've kind of talked about saving things in folders and folders inside of folders, knowing where you save them on your computer. And that again is really, really important. I'm not just gonna save it in downloads. I'm not just gonna save it on my desktop or in documents. I want to know, where am I saving my files? Where am I saving my files to, and where am I exporting those files to? So now this is her, so we'll put it there. And what do I want to save this as? Let's just say maybe just write transparent ping. I know I've saved a ping before in that album, so I don't necessarily want to overwrite it. And then over here, wherever you want to put it, you're gonna go File and Place, Embedded, and then go here. And there we go. And there is our ping. And you can see you can resize it. And it's just as high resolution. And it's going to be fine. And it's transparent. And there we go. There's this method and there is that method. This method right here, honestly, could be the most efficient method out of the two. This other method still gives you access to your layers and gives you a little bit more possibility for editing this one. Your like working with the water drops and the shine and things like that on this if you wanted to. But this one has the least amount of layers and will make your file smaller if you do it via exporting the ping. So there you have it, both ways of moving your soda can file to a new file.